friends, today I'm going to show you how I made this delightful Meyer lemon and dried fig conserve. This stuff is great by the spoonful, I can attest, but it's also great over cheese. Goat cheese and manchego cheese are two of the cheeses we've put it over. It's great over your oatmeal or your Greek yogurt in the morning. So let's get making. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to add 2.5 cups of wine that I'm going to steep 4 sprigs of rosemary in for about 30 minutes. So bring it to a simmer and then turn it off for about 30 minutes. While that's steeping, we're going to bring our jars to a boil to sterilize them and chop our figs, pears, and Meyer lemon. Don't substitute regular lemon for Meyer lemon. It's not the same thing in this case. At the end of the steeping, I'm going to measure my wine to see how much I lost through evaporation and add back so that I have a full 2 cups. I'm going to put that in my pot and add my figs and my Meyer lemon and any lemon juice that I have from the Meyer lemon, as well as any extra that I added. I'm going to bring that to a boil and stir that until it's, and let that boil until the boil can't be stirred down. At that point, I'm going to add the honey. And also the sugar. And the pears. And I'm going to let that boil for another minute. At the end of that minute, I'm going to add my walnuts and turn off the heat and add my balsamic vinegar. Now I'm ready to put the conserve in a jar. So here I've got my rubber gaskets in hot water, my measurer to make sure I get the right headspace. I've got a bowl of white vinegar and a clean cloth, my jar lifter, and my funnel. I always use a funnel, and the trivet for my pot, and I always use a towel so that the jars don't break on the cold countertop. The funnel just really helps me to make sure I don't get any jelly on the lid. You want your lids to be perfectly clean. Not everybody uses the vinegar to clean their lids, but I use both the funnel and the vinegar to make sure that my rims of my, I was saying lids, my rims of my jars are completely clean. That's how I get good seals. I'm using Weck jars here, and for the Weck jars, you want a 1/2 inch headspace. With your ball and your car jars, you're only going to need a 1/4 inch, but the Weck jars, the lids have a little, they drop down a little, so you need a little more space. So that headspace is really important. Canning is a physics, it's a science, and you need the right amount of pressure. So I need a 1/2 inch here for my headspace on these Weck jars. Now that I've got that, I'm going to clean those rims of the jar really well so that there's nothing to prevent my gaskets from adhering. And I'm going to grab my lid out of the hot pot and put the clips on. Usually 3 clips are all you need. I think each jar comes with 3 clips when you purchase them. You will find you'll need to replace your gaskets over time, but your clips and your jars will last forever until they break. So I'm going to put that in water. I've got it set to high. It's not boiling yet because the lid's not on. But now that I put the lid on, it's going to boil, and I'm going to let that boil for 10 minutes. Take the lid off after 10 minutes and remove my jars, keeping them upright and putting them someplace where they can sit undisturbed for a full 24 hours. I hope you enjoy this delicious treat. It's one of the favorite preserves I've made thus far. It's pretty popular with my family too. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll check in and answer them as soon as I see them. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your canning or whatever else you're doing today. And I'd love for you to pop over and get the recipe from the blog and sign up for the YouTube subscriptions, so when I put out new videos, you'll be the first to know. Have a great day.